All right, what's going on, guys? It is Monday, February 27th, 2023. We're already 2 months into 2023. And what? I think we're on like day 65 or something like that. Maybe day 63 of the year. I don't know. I haven't taken a ton of look at the charts today. I did see that we were ripping up. Just 1 second here. All right, I'm just gonna take a look at the the financial reports today, see if we got anything going there, anything in the news. So let's see. We're almost in March. We'll be in March on Wednesday. So today we've got sneezes. Today we've got durable goods orders. We've got core orders. We've got pending home sales. That one is dropping at. That one dropped at 7. We don't look like we have the updated numbers for that yet, though. And there's no link to it. And then we've got 7:30. So probably right now, we've got Federal Governor Jefferson speaks. So that's what's going on in the markets today. Good morning, Tiny. What's going on? Get a refill. All right. It's time for some trading. Make sure I got nothing up on the screen that I shouldn't have. All right, let's do this. All right, so when I was setting up the stream, it was peaking up here. I kind of have like a little bit of a head and shoulders going on here. We may have some opportunities for some downward moves, and potentially some bounces here. I'm gonna start with feeler trades and work our way from there. So I'm gonna quick short. It doesn't look like it's gonna let me in. So I'm about to cancel it. It was good timing on that short, but the entry was delayed. You may still get it. Really boost this down to a single tick. I was looking to take advantage of that little wick right there. It was just filled me late, so I'm gonna cut this, and then we'll switch back over to bullish moves. What does that feel like? The market order is actually slower than finally let me out. Okay, so down 187.50 on that. We are getting a little bounce out here off the EMA 35. I'm gonna just pull this, that, and then we're gonna go with 3 ticks in this other direction. All right, we got that. Now we're down 75. Music feels loud. How's the music for you guys? Is it loud? Is it good? This was actually the trade that I wanted off of this. for a bounce up towards the 50. I'm actually going to put this at the 9 EMA here. Which is so probably do a little dip down here. It's typically a chart pattern that you see pretty often. Your entry is right there at the 50. So it's a little bit better entry on the top. But the simple does it 18, by the way, as my exit, which was a little bit higher than we had intended. The reason why is because that's where the 9 is. The 9 is at 1860 or so. And then also the 35 is here at 18. So it's kind of like in between the 35. Did get a decent bounce off there. We were in green for a second. We are kind of continuing to drop down slightly here. I mean, the chart pattern looks to me like a head and shoulders pattern. So when I look at that, I'm like, okay, eventually it might be really short. But the thing is that like this is holding reasonably. Just drop down. A lot of times we need these bounces first before we get continued downward force though. Make up this kind of at the person level. So it did end up doing kind of its head and shoulders thing, but it did it much faster. Nice fat loss there. Kept our original premix. Massive drop. A lot of contracts came in. 14,000, 15,000 contracts traded on that one. Pretty much only taking L's today. Trying to get the flow. Let's like the drop there. 2 was far more of a trend reversal than I was expecting. Hey, what's up, man? It's been a while. SPY is not looking great. It's looking like it's pulling back to the volume weighted average price. So that's what it looks like. When I showed up here, we kind of had a head and shoulders going on. Yeah, it's kind of looking like it may end up just continuing down. I took these trades here looking for bounces off of the moving averages, and it just frankly didn't play out like that. Like, it was like a really responsive head and shoulders pattern. Not what we've been seeing for a lot of the month. A lot of the month we've been seeing it bounce up the moving averages, so it's kind of surprising to see it just play out in the standard pattern. But I took losses as a result of that. So 5.8, 6.5. We'll look for our setup now. I'll have that waiting there on 6 ticks, looking for our setup. Continuing to fall down below the moving average. Some news drop or something? I guess that one needs to be We're just gonna wait for our setup. 6.7 to 7.8. A lot of downward force. In order to continue going long, we're going to see like a bounce here. Half red candles. 7:32. For 8 minutes, we got nothing but red. So just for the 3-minute chart, you can see on the 3-minute there's a lot of decline. Same with the 5-minute chart. Just gonna be looking for that setup, really. 6.7 to 7.8 to 8.5 on TTM. Little bounce. The view app also, or the 200 moving average, you can see is actually diverging up from the view app. That gives us further indication of downward pressure, or downward moves potentially ahead. We have room down to 4,000. Tempted for a short here. Yeah. Oh, the music's too loud. Yeah, that's what I was trying to ask. It's so weird, man. Like the music felt too loud to me too. What's up, Michael? What's up? Mhm. Yeah, the music felt too loud to me too. I was trying to adjust it. I put it right at the level that we normally do, but it still felt too loud. Now I just put it back at the level that we normally do, and it feels right. Super weird. Okay, so starting to get some level off there on the TTM. So let's look for an entry. Look for an entry right here off of 4,004. We'll look to get out of 4,005 and a half. We don't need much to work our way out of this. Just like 6 ticks at a time should go pretty fast. Still puts us close to like 10 trades, but 1.1 to 9.8, 9.7 now. A little hammer candle there. We may see resistance right here at that 200 moving average though, so I'm gonna reduce my sell order by about 2 ticks. Might be too late. I reduced my sell order a little bit more too. Looks like it could have held it, but I just wanted to make sure that we got out of that with a little bit of profit, because we do have a hole to work ourselves out of that we fell into during this spot here. Going from 10.1 to 9.8 to 9.8 basically on the GTM. So likely further shorts. There's that drop down to 4,000 that I was mentioning. We're going to see if 4,000 holds as support here. Yeah, sorry about the music thing. I was asking that too. Just didn't hear any response. By the way, we do have a reasonable amount of people watching. If y'all would like, subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. We do have like 5 viewers, so we should have 5 likes. It'd be amazing if we can get 100% participation. Did the music stop? Music stop. All right, let's see. 9.8 to 9.4 there on the TTM. Now dropping down to 9.6. Join the bid right here. Looking for a little bounce up to 4,003. Get a little more downward pressure than I was expecting, mainly because when I decided to take that trade, we were getting some reasonable movement on the TTM, which has since retraced. 9.67 to 9.4, 9.5-ish. It's kind of honestly dangerous for me to keep going long here, because it really does feel like it's going to potentially fall down soon. Just gonna put that as a single tick. Just work to get out of it. But it does kind of feel like it's gonna fall down soon. And the TTM would have me believe that we're gonna get a pop. But I guess I really gonna need to pay attention to the sooner moving average, because the more it diverges in the upward direction, the more it diverges away from this VWAP here, the more likely it is that we're going to get downward pushes. 9.67 to 9.1 to 8.6. Okay, we are kind of stacking a little bit on the TTM towards the upside. Join the bid here again off 4,003 if I can. It's like we missed the entry. No, we got it on in at 4,003. TTM's going from 9.1 to 8.6. So we're getting a half a point movement in the upward direction. That should give us availability to move up to about the 9 EMA. I might have already missed the move because it was essentially I clicked join the bid and it was still just flopping around. Like I said, I thought that we might have missed it potentially. But I was about to say that that we still might get one more bounce. 9.1 to 8.6. New candle in at 7.9, so we're getting again more momentum to the upside. And join here at 4,350 if I can. Gonna get out at 4.25. Just taking 3 tick scalps. Seems to be the right range on the day. It didn't fill me. It just ran through my order and didn't fill. And now it's dropping. So that's very frustrating because that's not something that I did wrong. I think I get more frustrated when I lose in trading from something that I didn't do. Like that actually really frustrates me a lot. Because I'm like, dang it, I did what I was supposed to do. I did it right, you know. That really does frustrate me a lot when that happens. But that's the name of the game. I mean, sometimes you have to deal with the platform issues as well. And I don't know what it's been about TOS this month, but their servers have been very slow, and that is something I've only really experienced this month. Like I said, I thought it was somewhat dangerous to keep going long here. And I still kind of stand by that statement, even with the TTM stacking up. But this went from 8.3 to 7.6. That's a pretty strong upward move. 7.3 to 8.6. That's a move of 0.6. So this should be getting a bounce with that kind of momentum there. 8.3 to 7.5 was where that ended. New one coming in at 6.8. It's looking like it's finding reasonable support down here along 4,000. That's annoying because this went up to 4,005. So we went 2 ticks past our, or went up to, went up 1 tick past our sell order, but didn't sell. Got a hammer candle there, 7.5 to 6.7. We're getting a lot of stacking on the TCM, but this rip is holding off. So this ended 6.67, moving now to 5.7. So you can see clearly that it's gone past my sell. Still has not filled. What the heck, guys? That's super frustrating. Just let me out of this thing. Fill the order. Did it break? Look at that. It's like Maybe this will help. So it went past my order. It's past my order currently right now. And it's just not letting me exit this trade. Finally. Wow. That was super frustrating. All right, we have a possible crossover inbound. That was crazy. Did you guys see how many times that went through my sell order and wouldn't fill? It's just really weird though, Tiny, because like this is not an issue I started dealing with until this month. And like you guys saw it live here on stream, it ran through my sell order like 5 times. And so we had multiple opportunities where it was several like ticks, like 3 or 4 ticks past my sell order and never filled. And that right there is it's just not something that I really dealt with up until this month. And I've been trading on this stream using this sim for a good 6+ months. We started in July, so it's been about 6 months. And during which time, you know, the buys and sells worked pretty correctly. But it's just since February started, like the orders are late. Sometimes I end up in an order that I had long since canceled, like 30-40 seconds ago. Other times, you know, like what happened just now was like it ran past our sell order like 3 times and 3 or 4, and then just wouldn't fill anything. So I think it's important to provide a simulated trading environment that is as realistic as possible. To me, this is an area that just seems easily corrected. TTM is stacking 4.2 to 4.0 to 3.8. I don't know if I'd say it's stacking, but you can see it's still continuing upward. It does have red dot here, so it's got 3 red dots. We did get a rejection up here at 4,000 that pushed us down into like 98. This is why I was saying this area that it feels dangerous to continue going long, especially with that 200 moving average getting above the volume weighted average price. I think in order for this to really turn around and prevent this fall down here, because if this 50 crosses below 200, then we'll likely get a further downward move. And so in order for this to be prevented, we're going to need to see a cyan switch here. We're going to need to see the 912 crossover as well as the 1226 crossover for continued move upward. Otherwise, I think that we'll continue to reject down, and I don't know if we'll go as low as like that, like 75, but we do have room down to like 80, 82 area. It looks to be a pretty good amount of support at like 95 as well. We are bouncing. So we did bounce off that little dip there. TTM going from 4.0 to 3.6 to 2.7. That's a pretty big jump up there on that. Jump up of 2.9. in at 4,002.75. I was trying to drop it down to 250, but I'm going for a bit of a swing. I'm going for a pop-up through VWAP, and a potential rejection of the 200 SMA here. I'm basing this off of the TTM movement and off the possible crossover inbound as well, mainly off the TTM movement as well. And then the bounce, the little U-shaped bounce here, this is like a micro U-shaped pattern. So this may have like a little pullback and then another pop. At least that's the hope here. I do think in order for this trade to really play out, this 9 is going to need to move above that 12. And so we're going to be watching for that in order to confirm this trade. Our intended exit is at 4,005 3/4. We've come up and touched the VWAP. VWAP is at 4,004, almost 4,005. I'm gonna cut this right here, try and take these profits. All right, we're out. We made some pretty decent money on that, about 375 or so. So we're down 1,200 on the day, but we are coming back. Working on it anyway. So we went from 2.6 to 1.6 to 0.6 on the TTM. Looking good there for a potential upward move. Like I said, we have to actually get this full pop here before this 5,200 crossover happens. If that 5,200 crossover happens, we'll likely get more downward push. But this is looking decent. We got a cyan switch here, but the 9 is not above the 12 yet. So these moving average crossovers do kind of matter in order to continue this move here. Join the bid off that dip down, and I don't want to go for this much of a move. Let me try to get out of 4,005. Our entrance is 375. We do have some TTM stack, about a half a point towards the upside. This could reject here. I'm gonna reduce this exit, but down to 2 ticks to 4 1/4. This could just rip up or rip down. It's like in one of those in between spots here. I'm hoping for a little bit of more upward move. So we do get the moving average crossover right there. Cyan continues on the TCM. We did get that trade. This looks like it's gonna push up now. So we got that 912 crossover. I really love that 912 crossover. In fact, I actually recorded a video on it over the weekend. It's not done being edited, but I really love that 912 crossover because it really indicates a really strong, often move towards the upside or towards the downside. It really is a great indicator of momentum, as well as like a confirmation of momentum. That's one thing I really enjoy about that particular crossover. I'm gonna reduce this here on the tick thing to about 4. I think 4 seems pretty consistent dollar move. Getting this pop up now, 1.0 to 1.8 on the TTM. that VWAP resistance here, as well as the divergence of the 200 simple moving average, is going to give us continued downward pressure, which is why I don't feel super confident in this crossover. Even though we got this crossover here as well as these cyan moves, I don't feel super confident, mainly because of this 200 moving average and being below the VWAP. Less so about being below the VWAP, more so about being below the 200 moving average. Because this often acts as incredibly strong resistance, especially when it gets above the volume weighted average price. And by the way, I've not heard anybody talk about this 200 getting above the VWAP. This is a theory that I kind of thought of, and maybe that information is out there, but it was something that I thought of and started watching, and sure enough, it ended up to be very consistently true. $1.6 to 2.1 on the TTM. Heavy resistance there along 4,005. Right at the VWAP. 1.6 to 2.2. Still getting decent stack on the TTM. What if we just get like an explosion upwards? Popping up to 4,005. We may get like one more rejection along here. But I think this is poised for a breakout. Try to get in at 4.5. Just didn't have an entry point. Join the bid at 4. Looking to get out at 5. I'm actually just gonna look to get out right here. All right, made a tiny little profit on that. Movement on TTM from 2.3 to 2.7 to 3.0. Sorry, I haven't checked in the comments, guys. It's just been a little dialed in. Bill auctions coming up at 8:30. Okay, which could give us some action. Hey, what's going on? Good to see you. What's up, Kelsey? By the way, if y'all are chilling, hanging out, make sure you like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. We are trying to boost this channel up. Trying to hit 400 subscribers if we can pretty soon here, hopefully. Last I checked, we were at like 322. 2.3 to 2.7 to 3.2. Getting some upward move now. I'm going to pull the chart back some. And I'm going to take a look at the 3-minute chart. I think we do have a potential rip here. 3 minutes we've got 2 yellow candles on the TTM here. 11.5 to 10.9. That's reasonable momentum there on the stack. And I'm just going to check it against the 5-minute chart. 5 minutes does not have a yellow candle yet. 4.19, 4.9. Be looking to about 8.15 for that. We got a pretty big down wick on the 5-minute chart. Switching back to the 1. This 200 moving average and the more that the 200 and the 50 approach each other, the less confidence I have in this. I want to see this 50 EMA begin to slope upward. We did just get a green dot on the TTM there. So that may also give us further indication of upward direction. 3.1 to 3.4 to 3.5 or so. cooling on that TTM, even with that green dot there. I say cooling. We haven't hit a blue candle yet, but we're like 0.1 away. We're really close. A little too zoomed in too. Okay, so let's add downward momentum at 4,015. Try to get that move from 4,005 to 4,006, but I was just way too late on it. We're out of tea. We do have a reasonable amount of people watching the stream today. So if we could run those like numbers up and the subscriber numbers, let's do it. Let's do it to it. Do have a good amount of likes today. Appreciate that very much. So does make a difference, guys. Popping up to 4,006. We did hit resistance there at 50 EMA. This is looking like it's going to blast on up. Possible 5,200 crossover on the upside. I'm going to put this at like 8 ticks. And I'm going to look to get in at 4,005. I don't know if we could drop down that much. Oh, we did. Didn't fill me though. I think it was slightly off on the entry, just in timing wise. All right, put me in at 4,005, but you can see that on a pretty big drop down. Very large drop down, actually. Down 3 ticks in this trade so far. Big rejection there on that 200 moving average. This is why I was saying I was worried about the that 200 moving average. It's a pretty like heavy rejection there, honestly. Kind of dramatic drop there. We could see the leveling off on the TTM, and that was another reason why I was a bit hesitant to take this. I think I need to cut it. Just waiting for it to let me out. Still has dropped another $150, $200 since I hit cut. There we go. That lag issue that's been going on this month is making it challenging to manage risk and reward. At least it let me out before that. Jeez. It's making it pretty challenging to manage risk. Because like you saw there, like once it was at 225, I hit cut and it didn't let me out till 450 down on the trade. That's an extra, 187.50 or so that it took before it finally let me out. That gets pretty frustrating when you're trying to actually get good at this. Get good. By the way, guys, if you are looking to earn funding in the futures market, make sure y'all check out Elite Trader Funding. These guys are awesome. We do have quite a few of our members now beginning to pick up these evaluations. It was just great starting to see more people actively working towards earning funding. And really, like, the whole purpose of this entire group is to help people move forward, whether that is with funding or entrepreneurship, or just making their philosophy and their future better. So that's kind of the whole purpose of this group and the stream and everything like that. But if you guys are trying to earn funding yourself, check out Elite Trader Funding. These guys are awesome. One of the best in the biz, in my opinion. Also, one of the only ones with a Discord community, which is great. But you can earn funding as low as $10,000 and as high as $300,000. So a lot of opportunity here. And I personally believe this is one of the best values in trading, because you can get access to a 50K account for less than 165 bucks. If you use the link in the description, there's actually a promo code next to it, JSBest, that you guys can use to lock in a lifetime discount on this. And this is the one that I'm working on, is 50K. This allows me 8 contracts in the mini with a $3,000 profit target, $2,000 max drawdown. I'm also working on the 100K static evaluation. The statics are nice because they're just a flat drawdown. You don't have to worry about trailing max or anything like that. It's just a flat, 625. You lose more than 625 from the initial balance, you're out. It's pretty simple, straightforward. Also, a lot of people picked up the 150K that they added at the beginning of the year. It's a brand new one. This one's really nice because it allows you 4 contracts in the mini, which I think is more than reasonable. They also have the traditional styles, the end of the day drawdown, and the brand new one, the brand new diamond hands, which allows you to hold positions overnights and weekends. But yeah, guys, if you're trying to earn funding in the futures market, in my opinion, this is the place to be. Make sure y'all check out the link in the description, the promo code JSBest, to actually lock that price in. And to stop, too tight on your scalp. So this head and shoulders began to actually fully play out. So you can see here where you have shoulder 1, there's the head. Now we're running into shoulder 2. Got a little bit of a to it. So now taking a look at this, we have a fresh red on the. I'm going to be looking to a short here mainly. Trying to get on off 97. So short 97. We have room down to about 82 down here at the lower band of the view app. So I'm looking to get out around 95. So I'm looking for this to continue to drop. It's a pretty big drop here. When this one dropped, we went from 4,015 all the way down to all the way down to 97 actually. TTM pickup down here at the bottom from 1.0 to 2.2 to 3.0. We're getting pretty good sized bounce there. Back up to 4,000. Regretting my life choices This could form a little mini U, which would be like a run up to probably this 26 here, and then down and then pop up again. 2.2 to 2.9. I'm gonna cut this one. It's just a lot of buy pressure up there. Back down 1,800 on the day. So what we worked for to get back green, we gave back a lot of that on this trade here, really. Pulling back down to 99. 2.8 to 3.1, so potential for another flip. In long at 98.50. 2.8 to 3.4. I'm looking to get at 4,000.5. I'm gonna put it at flat 4K. It looks like the downward move decided to continue. 2.8, 3.2 to 3.8. I want to say this stay above 97 and a half, or stay like right around 98. It's back down to 97. Drop below that level. 0.9, 4.3. Yeah, drop down below that level. I think I'm gonna cut this. I'm out. Kind of a challenging day. We did okay through this section here, but really kind of right in the beginning got caught on this downward drop. It says my code's expired? That's weird. I have like a lifetime code. Give me a second. I'm just gonna try it out. Oh my gosh. That's so weird. What? Oh, you're right. Yeah, give me a second to reach out to support. That's odd. No, I tried it too, Tiny. It's worked this whole time. But it would seem that it has expired. I'm just gonna talk to someone there real fast. Yeah, no worries. I totally understand. All right. Seem to be getting like a red to yellow move here. We'll look to go long. 3 points. See 5.2 to 5.2. Trying to get in at 97.50. All right, we're in at 97.50. 5.2 to 5.3. Only back to 97. I'm looking to get out here at 99.50. I'm going to reduce this down to 98.50. See if we can get that going back. So this ended up dropping down here, 5.7 to 5.9 TTM. Down pretty heavily on the day, unfortunately. Should probably quit right there. We had some pretty decent days last week, but it took a lot of effort, man. Like trading this month, particularly for me, has been a challenge year after year. Actually, February and March, for whatever reason, are two of the hardest trading months for me out of the year. And I don't know why. It's the movement is just like odd. Like a lot of times, it feels kind of skittish. So, but yeah, bear with me, guys, on the promo code thing. Trying to get a hold of someone specifically to help with it. All right, we are getting a red to yellow move here again on TTM. This one's 5.8 to 5.7. Not very strong move there. I want to see it more move by a factor of like 0.4. Excuse me, factor of like 0.4. Much time is left in this candle? 13 seconds. It's looking stronger now. 5.8 to 5.4. There we go. Now we're getting like a 0.4 move. Gonna look to go long off 95.50. It's too low. I'm doing the bid here. Possible crossover inbound. We're down $2,500 on the day. Part of it has been us, like the way that we're trading, and the part of it's been our platform dealing with a pretty substantial amount of lag. $5.4 to 5.1 to 4.6, 4.7 on there or so on the TTM. pulling back down below 95 and the 94.50s. See if we hold 95. And up here at 8:30, so we should have a lot of times we'll get a big increase in volume here along at 8:30. We did get that downward cross on that 50 moving average there. That was actually the one that we ended up failing on. Should have paid attention to that a little bit closer, especially because I was calling it out. 5.4 to 5.1 to 4.7. Time left in the brand new candle now. Doji at the bottom. 4.6 was the close. 4.1 is what's going on there. Now 3.89, 4.0. Our entry on this is 6.25. 4.6 to 3.9. It's looking a little bit stronger for an upward move towards 4,000. Ran through our order now. There we go. It filled. 4.6 to 3.7. We may have a potential cyan switch coming. Just see what's up with that. So this is something that I really love about. Hey, what's up, Pawn? Went really red today, playing stupid. Yeah, man. There's one thing I really love about Elite Trade Funny though. That they actually have Discord support, like Discord members there, which really I think is very useful, very helpful. And I don't know, I just find it awesome that these guys actually do stuff like that, that they actually provide Discord community. I think that's really useful. Mm-hmm. 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 But yeah, how's everyone else been doing, man? This, you must have taken advantage of the offer. Those were some pretty amazing deals. Do no 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 no. Yeah, man, I'm really looking forward to when your shop opens, man. What city is your shop opening up? Your tattoo shop? If you don't mind my asking. You don't have to share that online if you don't want to. But I imagine it'll probably end up on Google anyway. Stanford? Right on. Cool. So when Pawn's West shop opens up, then y'all need to go there and get tattoos. Everyone's gonna need to show up and get a brand new tattoo. You could get like something just kind of basic and get a little smiley face or something. Or I'm sure there's probably some amazing art that can be done there. I love tattoos, by the way. I actually don't have any tattoos. I would really love to get some tattoos. Um, I have a few tattoos planned out, but for the longest time in my life, I couldn't fathom the concept of getting a tattoo because my eczema was so bad, was so horrible, that like you guys see that I have long hair now. I always wanted long hair. I always wanted that, but I couldn't have it because my face would be like too broken out and whatnot. And so anytime that hair would touch my face or anything like that, break out. Um, like it was so my eczema was so bad. Sometimes when I would walk, it would bleed. Anytime I like move my arms or joints, and like they would crack and bleed. So it was absolutely just awful, awful. But yeah, man. Gratefully, like I finally medicine got to a point to where it can actually handle this stuff, as well as like I myself got to a point of getting my health as on point as I possibly could, and now my skin is nice and clear, and I could probably get some tattoos. um so yeah, it's to me it's like a real big real big relief, so I'm not like just constantly in a horrible rash all the time. Rejected again here on this TTM move. Like I said, I do think that we have room down to like 82. We've kind of been getting these little bounces here off these areas of support, followed by a rejection that moves us down further. It followed this pattern here, then followed it again right here, and we may follow it again. Well, we did it here, and then we may follow it again. I think it can only do that so many times, though, before it actually does start to break out. 200 moving average is up there at 4,007, and view apps down at 4,003.75. TTM here at 5.1 to 4.7 yet again. That's where it was over here. Reduce this down to like 2 ticks, and I'm just gonna look for a little trade off 91.50 up to 92. Never drop down, so I'm gonna cut that. I was looking for it to just like pull back like a tick or two, fill me, and then bounce up. Look for an entry off of 92. Yeah. All right, so we have a possible crossover to 1226. TTM's going from 4.5 to 3.9. I can't trust longs on the day right now, at least not like for big moves. You can take it for these little micro moves. In long at 91.75, looking to get out at 2.25. So I'm just looking for 2 ticks on it. Got that. We have a long way to go to get back into green, but maybe we can just kind of reduce our loss on the day. Just mitigating 4.6 to 3.9 to 3.2. I'm join the bid here. In long, looking for 2 ticks again. We're gonna just take these little micro moves right now. 3.9 to 3.2 on TTM. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 3.9 to 3.3 on the TT. M. Love to see like a moving average crossover and a move back up towards 4,000. Doji up there at the top on that one. 3.9 to 3.3 to 3.0. So I'll probably cut this trade. We'll see what happens. Starting to pull up some. We're back at break even. All right. Well, I'm glad I didn't cut it. We made back 75. 3.3 to 2.7 on the TTM. We have a possible 1226 moving average crossover. 200 still above the VWAP, but I do think that we actually may get some bounce here. I would watch out for resistance at 4,000 though. Right now, I'm gonna wait for. I don't know if I'll wait for the full science switch. I think the thing I'm gonna wait for the most is gonna be the moving average crossover of the 9 EMA getting above the 12, which right now where are they at? Cyan is here at 92.50 and yellow's here. They're one tick away from each other. So this may mean waiting for another candle to form. We do have a new 5-minute candle. I'm going to jump in and grab that real fast and see what the situation is. Here, we're still getting a decline in the TTM, but if you look at TTMs at 15.9 to 16.5 to 16.7. So on the 5-minute chart, the TTM actually kind of leveled off. And actually, if you look at this, it's bouncing at the 200 moving average down there. That actually looks pretty decent for support. 3-minute side is continuing to stack on the TTM with yellow, moving at about a 0.5 point per candle. So this is looking pretty decent for an actual larger breakout here. I'm going to just adjust our charts. I'm going to look for an entry, and I'm going to look for a pretty large size swing here. I'm going to look for an entry off at 93. That's where we got filled at, was at 93. I'm looking for a cyan switch to take place. We got 1.9 to 1.4 on the TTM here. I'm basing this move now off the 3 and the 5-minute chart, as well as what we're seeing here on the 1. So our entry there is at 93. It looks like we had a potential to get an entry at 92. But here's what I'm looking at here. Number 1, on the 1-minute chart, I'm looking for a cyan switch. I'm also looking for the 9 EMA to get above the 12 EMA. After that, I'm looking for the 12 EMA to get above the 26 SMA for a 1226 crossover. On the 5-minute chart, I'm looking for that yellow candle that just formed. I'm looking for this to hold yellow. Additionally, on the 3-minute chart, I'm looking for this yellow, these yellow candles to just continue to form. And on the 3-minute chart, I'm going to be looking for this to get above 95 on this 3-minute chart, though. I want it on that 3-minute chart because I want this to come up and at least like test this 200 moving average. 3-minute side, TTM is going from 8.9 to 8.5 to 7.7. So we do have pretty good movement on that. So that's kind of the full trade idea and the full trade plan. As it stands, we're about break even in this trade at the moment. And so, where are we at on this? 0.8 to 0.3. We should get a cyan switch on the next candle, which is in about 30 seconds. It's possible to get it on this one, but so the next thing that we're looking for to take place, the next action that I want to happen is either this cyan switch or this 9 getting above the 12. Both would be useful in confirming the upward move. I would say the 9 moving average above the 12 would be ideal to get next. 0.8 to 0.2 to a little cyan candle there at flat. So can't really call it a cyan candle yet. So this one is kind of putting in cyan a little bit. We got to break above this 26 SMA here, which is right there at 93.50. So we have to break above that 93.50 zone in order for this trade to actually play out. Might set my risk at 91. So 8 tick risk. I'm going for 12 ticks in trade. I'm looking to get out at 96. Basically flat candles here on the TTM. Not really what I want to see. Those flat candles are not moving things forward. Switching to the 5-minute chart. Currently break even in this trade. So this TTM ended up going from 15.9 to 16.5 to 16.7 and now to 16 flat. So we have a pretty solid yellow candle on the 5-minute chart. This looks good for longer term breakout, and likely this is going to be a 5-minute U-shaped pattern where we may actually see a run up towards the VWAP, which is right there at 4,003. And then we'll likely get some pullback down to about 39.95 before we start to get a continued breakout to the upside. And that's kind of my assessment over the next, I'm going to say 45 minutes. Of course, it could just fail and drop down, but that's kind of what I see from the chart here. I haven't checked in with you guys in a minute, basically because I've just been doing analysis back to back. 8.5 to 7.9 to 7.4 on the TTM. So yeah, just checking in with y'all. All right, guys, I'll get my charts back up here in just a moment. Okay, so this is playing out pretty decently well. We're looking for that move up to 96. We're up at 94.50. We've got half of the move so far. We've got on the 3-minute chart, we've got the 200 moving average up there at 96.50. So once again, want to get out just below that at 96. We've got move up to 95 here. TTM going from 7.9 to 7.3 to 6.6 at the moment. So that's a pretty good size move at the moment on the TTM. Should I just say at the moment again for fun? We're coming up on 9:50 here. It's about 1 minute away, or 8:50, sorry. Also, our exit point is right there at that 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart. We bounced very nicely off the 200 moving average there. It's 200 simple moving average. 16.7 on our previous to 15.8 is pretty good movement on that 5-minute candle on the TTM. 1 minute side. Gonna pull back to 94.50. So we did get that moving average crossover. Cyan switch looking like 1.2 to 1.8 to 2.2. We may have to get out here at this 450 area. It's not my ideal. I wanted to go for the full swing, but I may just have to get out at like 94.50. I'm gonna reduce my sell order to 94.50. Reducing my sell order even more. Did have some pretty good op up there at 95. I think I was just off on the exit. Pulling back to break even on this trade. Wow. Ran through my sell order. So we did end up taking profit. We took a much smaller profit though than we had the opportunity for. Looks like we should have kept 94.50. Ended up taking that off after that drop there, and the really the slow and the momentum on the TTM on the 1 minute side. I can see that the breakout is working on it on the longer time frame, so this is going to be potentially a longer play here. I'm going to try to enter again at 94. So we're in again at 94. Not as good an entry as what we had before, but I think that will be okay. I need to see this 9 and 12 get above this EMA 35, which means our 9 and 12 need to get up there to 295, which is probably going to be a ways out. We did hit the 850, so I'm going to jump into the 5-minute chart here. This went from 15.8 to 15.4 on the TTM 5. Jump into the 3-minute chart. Did our volume drop at all? Like, I'm gonna take a look at that. 3-minute chart looking like 7.3 to 6.9 to 6.1 on the current candle. We'll have a new candle at 54, which is in about 1 minute. I'm gonna reduce this sell order down to 95.50. 6.9 to 6.1. 30 seconds left in this 3-minute candle, and we'll have a new one. 95 is the area of resistance. You can see it tapped it here and here. And then back here, we also had resistance at 95 as well. Or rather, a little bit of support, but then you saw that resistance pop us down. Green slightly in this trade. 6.9 to 5.9 on the TTM 3. Up to 5.5 on this new candle. We are at 95. We're going to need to bounce above. We have to rip above 95. We've got something to note that I just noticed is that the 200 moving average is moving in the upward direction. We want the 200 moving average to actually be moving in the downward slope direction. Pretty strong rejection there at 95. We'll reduce the sell order to 475. And basically in anticipation of this going up and testing 95 again. Jumping over to the 1 minute chart to see a little bit more micro movement. Strong rejection there along the EMA 35, which happens to be around 94.50. How's everyone doing today? You guys red, you green? By the way, y'all, if y'all hanging out, y'all chilling, make sure you like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. I'm trying to get 100% like participation, because it really does help the channel. Like you guys wouldn't even know. Like, I mean, maybe you would, maybe you do know, but you guys, you know, like it's pretty intense how much like a couple of likes goes towards telling YouTube, like, hey, you know what, we're a useful channel, and send more people our way. It substantially increases the organic traffic that goes out to these videos. It's pretty awesome, actually. So we did get that trade up at 94.75. Waiting on this breakout to happen. This breakout likely is going to happen, as we see on the 3 and 5 minute chart. And actually, looking at this 200 moving average here, you can see on the 1 minute chart, you can see that the slope of the 200 moving average is beginning to point downward. That's what I said that we wanted in order to actually really start seeing those upward moves begin to play out stronger. We did get above the EMA 35. 9's above the 12. Look for an entry off of 94.50 now. I don't know if I want to go for a full 12 ticks. Entered at 94.50. And I'm going to look to get out at 95.50. The EMA 50, the 50 EMA is up there at 96 practically. They probably have room up there to 96. But I'll just keep it at 95.50. 8:57, so that means we have a new 3 minute candle. 3 minute has a possible 12.26 crossover. Movement on the TTM went from 5.9 to 5.4 to 4.6 on the current candle. Just 1 second, guys. Still working with support. Gonna check in on this trade here real fast. Possible crossover on the 3 minute side. Still popping up there. 5.4 to 4.7 now on the TTM. Down slightly in this trade. I'm looking to get out of 95 and a half. We pulled back down to 94, so we're down 2 ticks. Our answer was 94.50. I think at around 9:30 or so, about a half an hour, is where we may get like a nice big fat rip up. I'm gonna drop my exit down at 95, I think. So it's looking less and less like this is going to actually play out, at least on the 1 minute side. I do think this may end up being a longer term trade, and as a result, I may just want to cut it, take the loss, and wait for another opportunity. So I think I'm going to do that. 5.4 to 4.7 to 4.2. So I do think that this is going to play. I just think it's going to be a while. We're here at 9 o'clock. So we're at the top of the hour. 9:02 now. Usually by 9:03, we start seeing some pretty big movement. And you can see we're actually getting some movement right now. Big drop down there. Going red on the TTM for a brief moment there on the 3-minute chart. Switching to the 5. We did have a couple of areas over here on the 5-minute chart, right in this zone, where the TTM was red, went yellow for about 15 minutes, and then went red again for about 10 before coming back up to yellow and ripping on the day. So you can see how powerful the cyan switch is on the 5-minute chart. Honestly, I would love to create an algorithm for that. If anybody knows ThinkScript and how to do something like that, I would love to talk to you about this. Because that is it's a real area that I would love to test. So if anybody knows how to just set up a ThinkScript to be able to run something like that, I'd love to talk to you about that. But yeah, guys, we're up here at the top of the hour. Chart's kind of falling down some a little bit. Yeah, it's just been kind of a slow day. We're down a little bit. We're down decently, actually, in the account on the day. Down right now about 22.50 or so on the day. Yeah, that's also, this is kind of how I feel as well. Like when the momentum is a lot less obvious and the trades are practically sideways, or they have like very little momentum up or very little momentum down, when the chart tends to start being sideways, I also struggle to figure out which direction to go. A lot of times I'm looking for the momentum shift. I'm looking for a trend reversal on each side, whether it's going trend down or trend up. But I'm looking for that pivot point at which it switches, because that seems to be to me the most obvious point of entry and exit. Um, but it's been kind of slow going on that today. Not a lot of momentum moves in the market today. Oh yeah, guys, just as a reminder, I do have an appointment tomorrow, so there'll be no stream tomorrow. I may still be in Discord ahead of time, um, but uh, but I won't be streaming, because I'll be leaving. Like essentially I'll be not available during the time of the stream. Um, so yeah, I'll be no stream tomorrow. But yeah, y'all, make sure you like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. And also, guys, if you're looking to earn funding in the futures market, check out Elite Trader Funding. There is a little issue with my promo code right now. I'm talking to support to get that resolved. But there is a link in the description if you guys would like to pick up an evaluation. You can start them as low as 10K and as high as $300,000. I'm still working with support to get my promo code thing figured out. I didn't know anything went wrong with it until today. So we were in midstream. So looks like they're migrating to new system, so that's why it's being a little bit stronger. They said that they did re-enable my code, so let's go ahead and try it out here. Just gonna see if I can move forward. Okay, yeah, promo code is back alive. So all right, so let me get this up on the screen here, so guys. So yeah, so Elite Trader Funding, guys, definitely gonna want to check them out if you're looking to earn funding in the futures market. You can pick up a 10K account, which is their kind of their baby account, all the way up to 300K. And if you use the link in the description and the promo code JSBEST, you'll be able to lock in a lifetime discount on the account there. So make sure y'all check this out in order to earn funding in the futures market. And if you guys have any questions about how these plans or these evaluations work, there is a see more details link right here that will tell you exactly how each evaluation type works. They have a couple different evaluation types to choose from. There's the 1-steps, the fast tracks, the end of day drawdown that you'll find at most traditional prop firms, static drawdown, which I really like. A lot of people really like those. And then the diamond hands evaluation. This one allows you to hold positions overnights and weekends, which is an incredibly unique selling proposition for Elite Trader Funding because nobody else really offers you the ability to do that. Additionally, you can choose from multiple trading softwares like TradingView, TradingVate, or NinjaTrader, and anything in the Rhythmic network. But they do support TradingView and TradingVate right out the bat, right out the gate. When you pick up an evaluation, you can actually just choose your software, which is amazing because nobody offers that. Especially not for the prices that these guys offer it at. On top of that, they also have a Discord community out there, which again, I was surprised to find that most prop firms don't offer Discord. So yeah, guys, definitely if you were looking to earn funding in the futures market, check out Elite Trader Funding. In my opinion, they're quickly becoming the best in the biz. So you're definitely going to want to check them out. Having said all that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut down the stream today. Market seems a little slow, and I don't really want to wait for this trend reversal to play out. It does look like it's going to eventually happen. My guess is closer to 9:30, possibly even 10. But this does look like it's going to play out. Just it's going to take some time. You can see it's bouncing here at the 200 moving average a couple of times now. But on the 5-minute chart, you can see that there is some stacking on the TTM from 13.9 to 13.0 to 12.0. So there is stacking on the TTM. I just think this is going to be a longer term play uh, as we move towards the end of the day, we'll get this trend reversal. I don't think it'll take that long, but I am thinking like 9:30, maybe even 10 to 10:30, um, for this play to play out. 9:30 would be about 20 minutes from now, so it'd be four more bars. In that time, this will probably go from 12.0 to about 8.0 if it doesn't drop down. But we may get some drops like this style setup here, like right in this zone before it actually broke out. Um, where's that breakout on the day? There it is. So we also may see setups like this as well, where it's getting really close to this cyan switch, and then it rejects it, and then it puts in a few more reds before putting yellow, and then red again, and then more yellow, and then ripping. So it may also end up playing out like that. But pulling back on this chart, it doesn't seem overly possible for this trend reversal to take place. Look at this moving average crossover here on the 5-minute chart, and how much that predicted that run up. Where's that entry right there? It's at 77. And if this crossover happens on the upside, or on the downside rather, it would cross over here about probably 95-ish, enabling like a $20 move if you were to algorithmically trade this. Dropping below the 200 moving average, excuse me on the yawn there. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. The market's kind of sideways. It's kind of boring. And so having said all that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. I'm gonna jump into our Discord community. So if you're not already part of our Discord community, you're gonna want to join that and start talking to us, start hanging out with us. We talk about everything from philosophy to trading. It's called optimistic futures because that's the intention, is to develop an optimistic future for anyone and everyone. But yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump off here. I want to thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. We love and appreciate each and every one of you at the Optimistic Futures family. And we'll see you in the Discord community. I'm gonna jump off here now. Peace.